a classic battle between good
Just a wonderful physical specimen.
and evil, and a foundation for a multi-million-dollar business. WWE is intricately designed to shock, startle, and amaze.
You feel the excitement and all the sounds and sights and things like it, which are so unique. It's mind-blowing.
You're watching Bloomberg Enterprise, your exclusive look inside American businesses as they scale up. Third-generation wrestling promoter Vince McMahon has taken WWE from a fringe vaudeville act to a multimedia enterprise with nearly $500 million in revenue, a presence in 145 countries, and he's even planning a WWE TV network.
We do pretty much everything we do. We own it and control it. Anything from magazines to pay-per-view to DVDs to live events to television programming. You name it, we do it. So it's really a comprehensive network and of all entertainment.
While WWE has multiple revenue streams from pay-per-view programs to merchandise, it's all about live events.
One of the things we try to do in terms of people that we do business with is to get them to a live event, because again, that's where the brand literally comes alive. And you take a look at the demographic that's there, and your neighbors or whomever that are there. You feel the excitement. You can visualize the charisma and all the sounds and sights and things like it, which are so unique. It's mind-blowing. If you've never been before. And again, there's an extraordinary attraction, a wake-up call for so many people who say, wow, I didn't know.
Have you ever stood in the back of an arena and looked down at everything? And if so, what is it like?
Well, that's where I am all the time, is in the shoes of the consumer. If you're not there, you've lost complete perspective, no matter what you do, whether it's this business or any business that's consumer-oriented.
You may have a competitor, and you'll take them
We
in.
have a competitor.
Okay. Do you have any competitors?
And no direct competitors, no.
But there may be somebody that tries to compete with you.
Ted Turner and Time Warner couldn't compete with us with their vast resources. This is a unique business with a lot of people who totally understand it, understand the broader aspects of entertainment. We don't consider ourselves a wrestling company at all. We're an entertainment company. The basis of what we do is so unique, however, in terms of these characters we create, and the fact that some of their differences are resolved in the ring in a sort of a physical type way. It makes us unique, and makes us a unique property in terms of a global perspective as well. It's really, I like to say that WWE is America's greatest export.
In terms of competitors, what about just competing for time? We only have 24 hours in a day.
Right.
So what about MMA, mixed martial arts?
Mixed martial arts is not a competitor of ours at all. They're a sport. We're entertainment, two completely different points of views and philosophies.
WWE recently announced plans to start a television network.
It's been something we've been thinking about for years, but now is the right time, for us to roll it out and be rolled out next year.
Why is now the right time?
Because of where we are programming-wise and popularity, and we've just completed our first successful reality show.
You want to get to the WWE, you come through me.
So there's so many different shows that we are capable now of producing that we haven't in the past from a television standpoint. And again, all of the ancillaries that go with it. We understand licensing. We understand how to capitalize on these personalities that would be involved in these television shows.
Do you need to have live interaction for this to be successful?
It all goes back to the live event, which is king. If you have a live event and you capture the enthusiasm and you shoot the audience as much as you do the performers almost, you feel that. Where you're watching at home, you feel that on television. It's not just looking at it. You have to feel it. So having a really good Broadway play, or a really good movie, you have to forget where you are. You're sitting in a movie, you paid for parking, popcorn, or whatever. It's like, and you want to be able to feel that. That's what we do when we really do our jobs well, is we present something in which the audience feels. And from that live event, then you shoot the live event from a television standpoint, and then all the other ancillaries come right after that, in terms of publishing and licensing and things of that nature. So a live event is really key.
George Barrios is WWE's CFO.
If you look at our business model, TV, the video content that we produce, is the epicenter of everything else. We create that content. That's how we engage our fans. That's how we build superstars in the U.S. and globally. Our live event business is a great add-on then to kind of cement that excitement. We're part rock concert, part soap opera, part Cirque du Soleil. There's just a lot of things going on, and it's unlike a lot of live entertainment. We thought within 12 to 18 months we could launch a WWE network, and that's right. We view it as a game changer potentially for the company. Our investment horizon looks at things like monetization of content. We've talked for over a year on the possibility of WWE network. I think that's the ultimate proliferation of movement of content.
It's been a while to get to this point.
Well, I think if you look at network launches, it takes a while. There's a lot of complexity. There's a lot of stakeholders involved. There are the networks themselves. There are the MSOs. There are potential content providers. So there's a lot of complexity with external stakeholders. And then there's a lot of internal work that needs to be done.
Coming up, we'll take you on an exclusive tour inside WWE headquarters with Vince's daughter, Stephanie McMahon.
This is the mask that Triple H wore for WrestleMania 27. Actually, I'll put it on for you.
Here we go.
WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon has been ringside since he was a teen.
Because of my dad being in the business and my grandfather before me, it's thought of on occasion as one person's vision, in terms of a company, and it's not, not by any stretch of imagination. And of course, the bigger we get, the less it is. It's important to have roots in the business, in terms of longevity and what have you, but it's not really. It may have a family sort of purview in history, but it's not really a family business.
Yet you have children that are currently climbing their way up within your company.
My daughter and my son-in-law, whether or not you're McMahon, Levesque, or whomever you may be in my family, okay, that's great. You have a family background. If it's not good business, you won't be there. I was really surprised that it was my daughter's junior year. She just had finished her junior year in college, and I said, okay, you really need to know, now what you want to do. And she looked at me like I was crazy, and she said, I just want to be in the business. How long have you wanted to be in the business? And she said, ever since I was a kid.
Stephanie McMahon started out at the bottom, answering phones. Today, she's EVP of Creative Development and Operations.
This is the mask that Triple H wore for WrestleMania 27.
Your husband?
My husband, yes. This character was based on the Frazetta painting.
It's not very heavy.
It's not very heavy. And, but it is frightening. Actually, I'll put it on for you. You ready for this? Okay, let's see. It's going to mess everything up.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Good, right?
That's very flattering.
Yes, that's my look.
I'm sure your kids would like that.
Yeah, they do. We make these in rubber, and we will be selling them.
Seriously?
Seriously, yep. They're a hot commodity. So we're actually looking at the possibility of licensing this character across a multitude of properties, video games, comic books, possibly film, animation maybe. We're looking into a variety of different things. But that's the idea, is you have a character, you have that IP, and you market it across all the different platforms that you possibly can. So the Skull King is kind of a new character for Triple H, and that's what we'll be looking to do.
And then who buys?
Mainly Triple H's fan base, let's see, probably 8 to 16-year-old males, I would think, would buy this. It's pretty cool. The new studios.
In addition to managing branding, Stephanie also directs and produces live and televised events.
This is John Cena.
Saw him on Monday.
Yes, on Monday Night Raw. He is the WWE champion and one of our biggest superstars of all time. We have here Kofi Kingston, who's the United States champion. I keep mentioning this guy, who I happen to be married to, Triple H.
Triple H, or all of that. is Stephanie's husband and the new director of talent development.
You wear so many hats right now.
Yeah.
What are you?
A little bit of everything.
What aren't you?
At the drop of a hat, I can be a WWE superstar. I can be, I guess, a corporate executive, even though it's hard for me to even say I'm that. Behind the scenes, working, helping create new talent, directing, producing, helping write, helping guys with dialogue. I mean, so one thing about this company, we kind of, everybody pitches in and we all do it all just to make a product. You know?
So since about April, you've been leading the team in terms of talent development.
Yeah.
What do you look for? What is it you see in somebody where you say, that's going to be a star and make us some good money?
First and foremost, I look for charisma and personality. It's funny. It's almost, we call it the X factor. Our business is like a puzzle, and there's the puzzle of being a great wrestler. There's the puzzle of being a performer. There's a great actor. There's a guy that can talk well on the microphone. There's the ad-libber and being good at that. Then there's that charisma and that larger-than-life character. And the guy that has the most pieces of that puzzle is the guy that succeeds. But I think the biggest one is that charisma and that X factor, because it's something that you can't teach somebody. I can't teach somebody how to be charismatic and how to be larger than life.
Sin Cara is one of WWE's newest superstars.
You've recently brought somebody on the team who kind of is quite different than the rest of your teammates.
He's a Mexican. He's a luchador in Mexico, and he's an incredibly gifted performer. He does amazing aerial feats and all kinds of moves that people have never really seen before. And he wears a face mask with actually no eyes. He can see through it. I'm telling you a secret. It's all part of, in talent development, the group that I'm heading up. It's creating stars globally. We are truly a global company that in every corner of the world, people understand what we do, and they love what we do.
Still to come, Vince McMahon as a boss.
Would I be scared to work for you?